Hey guys, it's Naya and I'm back with another video, and today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a middle school advice slash tips video, and this will basically get you through middle school, everything you need to know, and let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be reading these tips off of my phone because I came up with them. So tip number 1, get good grades. Like, make sure you get good grades. If you don't pay attention, if you know you're the type of person who doesn't get good grades and just talks all the time in the class, you won't get through middle school. Like, you will not really survive. If you do survive, I don't know how. Tip number 2, I would say to stay off your phone. And this is a tip I need to take myself because I have a problem with being on my phone, like, period. But, you know, stay off your phone because you guys never know what you might miss. You never know if there's something that you need, like some information that you need in class, and you're on your phone checking Snapchat or Instagram, which is not important. That can completely wait till you get home. School is not really for your phones or any electronics. Some teachers allow you to be on your phone, but don't be on your phone when your teacher's talking. They don't like that, trust me. I had to learn it the hard way by getting my phone taken. Tip number 3, always be prepared. Like, nobody likes a person asking over and over again for paper or pencils or pens. If you forget something, then maybe you can ask some friends, but no one likes it when they are asking 5 times a day. I know I personally hated it. Like, I was always prepared in school. I always had pens, I always had paper for everyone, and I don't really mind sharing, but if I do get asked multiple times, I'm like, okay, get your own stuff, okay? Like, you can go to Target and Walmart just like I can. Tip number 4, do not chew gum. I don't care if that gum is really good, don't chew it, because, you know, teachers do not like it when you chew gum. I know my school hated gum chewers, and like, they really did the most if we chewed gum, but you know, they did too much if we chewed gum. So just don't chew gum, period. Tip number 5, set a schedule for yourself, because you don't really want to be all over the place, not knowing what to do. When you come home, have a little time, but when you come home, because I know that school day can be really exhausting, but make sure that you have an appropriate time to start your homework and to lay out your clothes, pack your lunch the night before, and do all that stuff so you don't have to worry about it in the morning. Everyone's different, so if you're that type of person, I know I'm not, but if you're that type of person who can complete their homework in a good 30 minutes, then you can obviously take more time for yourself. Tip number 6. That's a 10. Tip number 6. Do not date in middle school. Some people can date in middle school. I don't really find that much of a problem. But if you do date in middle school, please make sure you keep it private. No one needs to know all about your business. That's how a lot of rumors spread. Things get out of hand when you tell everyone about who you're dating, like your relationship, what you're doing. Also, if you do date, make sure it's a person who goes to a different school, because eventually if you end up breaking up with that person and you gotta see that person every day, when you break up, that's gonna be so annoying. Tip number 7, make sure you join clubs. Join clubs, because clubs really help you. I joined a lot of them, as much as I could at least, but make sure you don't join too much where it's taking away from your time, like after school. So don't join like 4 or 3 clubs knowing you have all of these GT classes or all of these, you know, advanced classes, and you have to do so much homework. Tip number 8. This tip will literally save your life. Mind your business.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Do not, and I mean do not, stick your nose in other people's business. You will save yourself from so much drama. You'll save yourself from so much stress. You'll save yourself from so much trouble if you just mind your business. Middle school really be trying you sometimes. Sometimes middle school throws things at you that you just like, should I stick my nose in that? No, do not. No, mind your business and everything will be okay, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Mind your business, sip your tea, drink your water, whatever you need to do. This ties into drama, so this ties into my next tip. So, tip number 9. stay out of drama. Sometimes it's really hard to get away from drama. I understand because I've been there. But just stay out of drama. It's not worth it. Anyone who starts drama or attracts drama around where they go are obviously negative, and you don't need those type of people around your life. Or you need to finish 8th grade and 7th grade and 6th grade. Middle school in general, I honestly can name so many different situations where I was in drama and it did not work out for me. It really didn't. Like, I really learned, trust me, I've learned to mind my business, turn my head the other way, sip my tea. Do not stick your head in drama. Avoid it. Tip number 10, do not procrastinate. Don't procrastinate at all. If you have an assignment that's given to you on Monday and is due on Friday, do not start that project on Thursday or Wednesday. If you have a project that's due Friday and you get it on Monday, that gives you a whole entire 5 days to do that work. And no one likes a person who does things late, especially if you're in a group with like a group project, and if you don't have it, then those people know they can't rely on you anymore. And this also ties into tip number 11. So tip number 11 is to basically don't turn in your work late. Anyone who knows me watching this knows that I used to always turn in my work late. It was real bad with me. Some teachers understand if you turn your work in late. Let your teacher know that you're going to turn it in late. Hopefully they'll give you like a grace period, and don't take advantage of that grace period. Get it in as soon as possible, or else you'll just end up having a really bad grade. Tip number 12, make sure you build a strong bond with your teachers. These are the people who determine your future. Like, they really determine whether you fail or whether you pass into the next grade. So you don't want to get on that bad side. Like, don't try to be that person who talks bad or be like, oh, I don't care. Trust me, do not be that person. You don't want that reputation. Just don't stress them out. They won't stress you out, and be on their good side. I'm not saying you have to like all of your teachers, but make sure you have a strong bond with them. So if you do need that extra credit, they won't have a problem with it because they've never had any complications with you. Tip number, I forgot what tip I'm on. Oh my god! Okay, let's just say this is tip number 13, right? Okay, so this is tip number 13. Have fun. Like, middle school is not that stressful, and it's not scary at all, trust me. Like, I went into 6th grade thinking this was going to be some scary years for me, and it really wasn't. Like, I can't really say middle school was that bad for me. Just don't stress out about it. It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. It's only 3 years of your whole entire school career. Like, honestly, trust me, I've been there. So that's basically all of my tips I have for you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and comment on this video what grade you're going into. Bye guys.